Good afternoon, children. Today we will know passive voice. What is passive voice? And how the passive sentences are formed? To know all these things, we must remember certain points. First is be verb. Second is three forms of verb. And third is subject and object of a sentence. You all know we verbs are like this. In present tense, am, is, are. And in past tense, was and were. Now, I will discuss about three forms of verbs. V1 means the first form of verb is present indefinite, that is go. V2, which is used in past indefinite, that is went. Last is V3, that is used in perfect tense and in passive voice, that is past participle of a verb. Gone, go, went, gone. Write, V1, wrote, V2, written, V3. Walk, V1, walked, V2, walked, V3. But, cut, V1, cut, V2, cut, V3. It means this verb does not change in present tense and in past tense and in past participle. Always the form remains same. And sometimes the verb is totally changed, like go, went, gone. Three words are different. And sometimes in past tense, verb takes d or ed added with it, like walk, walked, walked. Now we will discuss about the subject and object of a sentence. What is the subject? Who is the doer of the action? That word is subject. The cow gives us milk. Here, what is the action? Gives. Who does this action? Who performs this action? The cow. So, the subject is the cow. But what is the object? If we ask the verb with question word what, then we get an answer. The cow gives us milk. Gives what? What does the cow give? Milk. So milk is the object. It is first object. Sometimes in some sentences more than one objects are present. If we ask the verb with the word whom and we get an answer, that is the second object of the sentence. The cow gives us milk. Whom does the cow give milk? Whom? किसको देती है? Us. So us is the object. किसको? काके. काके देय গরু দুধ আমাদেরকে. So আমাদেরকে is the object. And কি দেয়? What? দুধ দেয়. So milk is the first object. We require be verb, third form of the verb, and the object of a sentence to form a passive sentence. Before knowing passive voice, we must know the active voice. What is an active voice? Active voice is a sentence where the subject performs the verb. Ravi plays football. What is the action here? Plays. Who performs this action? Means who plays? Ravi plays. So Ravi is the subject. So doer of the action is the subject. But in a passive sentence, Sometimes we do not know who performs the action. Cars are repaired here. What is the verb? Repaired. Who repairs? Means who performs this work of repairing? We don't know from the sentence. So it is a passive sentence. Here the doer of the action is not known. But some passive sentences are there where we know the doer of the action, but that is not important. 1 lakh rupees are donated by the Prime Minister. What is exciting? What is important in this sentence? 1 lakh. 1 lakh rupees. So, action is donated. But who donated it? Prime Minister. Prime Minister donated the money, but Prime Minister is not important in this sentence. The focus is on 1 lakh rupees, amount of the donation. So, here we know who performed the action, but it is less important. Now let us know how we can make a passive sentence. In an active sentence, the subject is the doer of the action, whereas in a passive sentence, the object is the subject of the sentence. How? The cow gives us milk. Here, milk is object. And the passive sentence is milk is given by the cow. The object of the active sentence, milk, becomes the subject of the passive sentence. And the doer is written after by. Here, milk is given by the cow. Given, this action is performed by the cow. So, cow is the doer. And cow is written after by.